If you are wealthy, financially stable, Nepo baby, this video is not for you. I am here to help you to move from survival mode to stability mode. Now that you're still here, if all you can do is simply afford money to pay your rent, buy food, handle some other bills, repeat and repeat and repeat, if that's only what you can afford to do, you are struggling with chronic povertyness, if there's a word like that. You're struggling with poverty mode and you're in a repeated circle of survival mode. And if you're not careful, you can stay in this mode over and over and over and over. 8 years, 10 years. This is exactly what happened to most of our parents, and this is the reason why so many of our parents are still struggling with poverty, because they got comfortable in paying bills, paying their rent. Oh, if I can afford to get food, if I can afford to pay my rent, if at least I can afford to get by, that is enough for me. We don't want that in 2026. We are actually stepping out of that poverty survival mode and stepping into stability mode. There are other levels. But first of all, you have to move from survival to stability before you can even think of moving to the other upper echelon. I am going to tell you the things that you should effortlessly be thinking of. But this mode, this survival mode, this repeated circle that you are in would never let you think of these things. Example, planning your future, investing, learning skills, not just skills, but skills that would make you generational wealth, skills that will help you earn money, real money, and create wealth. Investing, you will say investing. How can I invest when I've not even eaten? Exactly what I'm talking about. This survival mode will not let you think of doing any of this. And this is actually what you need to be thinking of to be stable. Most people who find themselves in this circle are people that are working in 9 to 5, corporate workers, people that are employees, working for people. But if you're in a business, you're running your own business, and you're still struggling to eat from hand to mouth, you're still in this level, you need more knowledge. And I'm here to give you every single knowledge that you need to move over to the other side. There are 4 things that are keeping you in this situation, and I am going to get into it and explain it to you in details, one after the other. The first one is, obviously, you lack clarity. You do not know what you want to be in life. You don't know the skills that are selling. You don't know what you should even pursue to make more money for yourself. You don't know anything. You don't have enough knowledge. You are specifically clueless. You are obviously clueless. You don't have the right information to make more money. They say information is power. People who chase after knowledge, people who pay for mentorship, people who pay for classes, courses, they know what they are chasing, because what you don't know will continue to subdue you. So the first thing you are lacking is obviously clarity. You are confused about what you should chase, exactly what you should look for, where you should focus on, what you want to be in future. Your visions are not clear, because if your vision is clear, there's no way you will still be struggling. No. There is absolutely no way you will still be in this survival mode. Still in number 1, what do? You start working on these things. You start seeking for knowledge. You start aligning your vision. Write your vision. The scripture says, write the vision, make it clear. The reason why you need to write down the vision and make it clear is so that you can know your direction. When you know, let me give you an example. When you know that you're traveling from Imo State to Lagos, right? You already know that you're going to Lagos. So now that you know that you're going to Lagos, you know the park that you will go to go and get a ticket for Lagos. You know the airline that you will check which airline is going to Lagos. Everything you're doing is directed to which one is headed to Lagos. Do you understand? If your vision is not clear, your direction will be blurred. You don't know what you're doing, so you will continue to stumble on the way. The second one is similar to the first one. You're lacking knowledge, you're lacking information. Exactly what I said. I don't over-explain the first one. But yeah, you lack knowledge. You don't know the particular business to go to. You don't know how to even start your business. Let's assume that it is a business that you want to start. And if it's a skill, you don't even know the skill in the market that is selling. You don't even have problem-solving skills. You don't know how to find solutions where others see problem. There are so many things you're lacking, and all of those things are surrounded in information. You don't have the knowledge to move out of this place that you are already in. And how do you get the knowledge? You're already doing that by watching this video. The third thing that keeps you stuck in this situation, this is like, this is the most strong one that keeps you in this repeated circle, because it creates fear inside of you. Fear to lose the job, fear to leave and take risks that will take you to bigger levels. This is pressure, family pressure, pressure to make it immediately. People are putting pressure on you to make it. You just graduated from school. You're looking at people on social media that are living the life. You want to start helping your family. You're putting all the pressure on yourself. You want to help your sister. You want to send money to your mom. You want to take up responsibilities that you're not yet mature to take up. Is a problem, because in this situation, when you get a job, you're in a job now, you know this job is not paying you enough, you know this job is just barely helping you to survive. You're working this job, but you know you have a good potential to be a good salesperson and start a business. You know you have a potential to do content, but you know most of these other things that will create generational wealth for you, they don't just start making money immediately. You still have to take a risk, build on it, build, go hungry if you have to. When you're going hungry and you know that what you're building is something that will become big in the future, you continue to be fueled by that motivation. But when you put all this pressure, family pressure, I want to send money for my siblings, I want to train my siblings in school, I want to do this, my mother is sick. When you put all this pressure that you're not even ready and mature enough to handle, you put it on yourself, it gets you stuck. Because right now you're in this job that is managing to pay you 150k or 200k. You're there, you're saying, I can't lose this job, I can't do any other thing. You have that fear, anxiety to shift, to take risks, to take bold steps, because you have put plenty pressure on yourself. The fourth one is mentorship. You don't have anybody that is teaching you. Why do you need a mentor? A mentor has learned, experienced most of the things that you are about to experience. A mentor knows more than you. A mentor will make a journey that is 1,000 miles to turn to 200 miles. Why? Because he has read the books, he has gotten the knowledge, he has paid for the courses. When he sits you down and talk to you, he or she sits you down and talk to you for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, he will give you a summary of something that it has taken years for him to learn. He or she, I keep saying he because my mentor is a he. So this person has learned so much, tried, failed. Now they know the one that works. And when they are teaching you, they're not going to be telling you that, oh, they're not going to make you go through the ones that have failed. They will not come and give you the results, the one that is already working. The formula they will give you for life is the ones that are already working. That is why we all need mentorship. We all need someone we look up to, someone we learn from, someone who knows better than us that we can learn from. And that is why I'm putting together our survival to significant framework mentorship. I'm still working on it, and I'll let you guys know when it's ready. This will move you all the way from survival to significant. Remember what we are talking about in this video is moving from survival to stability. There are 2 other levels before you get to significant. I have a full-blown 1-month mentorship session that I'm preparing, so that when I come and give you, once you are done with it, trust me, your life is not gonna remain in the same pits, my darling. Let me tell you the danger of being in this survival mode. You might be saying, if our parents manage, at least they stay confident, at least you see they see food chop and all that. It is wrong to have that mindset, first of all. To say, let me be managing, at least I can pay my rent and have food to eat. That means you want to have stunted growth. That is the major danger of being in survival mode and being complacent. You would stay in the same situation for 5 years, 10 years. You realize that you are repeating cycle. You get paid 200k. You pay your bills, eat food, pay for transport, pay for your basic needs. And I'm very sure the money will not even be enough for your basic needs. You pay, you repeat and repeat and repeat. 10 years you're in the same level. You're looking at your friends that started business, that were struggling. They did not have a job that time. They were struggling and starting a business. Before you know it, Forbes have announced them billionaire of the year, 30 under 30. They are growing, they are becoming influential, they are becoming significant, and you're still at the same level. Because what? You did not take the risk to step out of your comfort zone and do what you're supposed to do to step into stability. Talk more of significance. I know the question in your mind right now is, how do you leave survival mode and now move into this stability mode I've been talking about? First of all, when you have made that vision clear, remember I said earlier that you have to write down your vision. That is where you see yourself going, right? When you have made that vision clear, choose a direction. Choose a direction that leads to that vision that you're going to. Choose one. Don't say, I want to do multiple things. If you're working 9 to 5, no problem. You can decide to start small. You're focusing on this, but you're working your 9 to 5, and maybe you're saving up money to invest in it. If it's a business you want to start, you can work in the 9 to 5. Let's say, plan yourself, work for 5 months, save up money, and start the business. But you must focus on one thing, because you don't want to be jack of all trades and master of nothing. You will end up being a mediocre at both things that you're doing. It's always very important to do what? Put your energy, put your focus, put your direction, so that in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years, what would they know you for? Everybody will know you for what? One thing. When there is opportunity for that thing, when there is a job, there is a client asking about that, who would they look for? You. Because you put all your focus in one thing, you're going to become a master in it. Trust me. So while you are at it, while you're choosing that direction, the second thing you need to think about is, what would they pay for? What will people pay for? What will company pay for? Let me use myself as an example. What drives me in life is actually make impact. Make sure that other people that came from where I came from would know that they have what it takes to move to the top. They have a place at the top. They have a spot at the top. And they can move from that pit, from that poverty, from that trauma, from that brokenness to that their spot at the top. This is my purpose in life, to make impact. But now I will think about it and say, how would this, my purpose, that an impact I want to make, how can it make me money, right? Then when I think of it, I now think of things like being a public speaker. I think of things like being a mentor. I think of things like being a coach. All of these things will make me money. So you have to find out, in that your vision, in that path that you're deciding to go, what about it will make you money, and focus on what? Building in alignment with it. Then the third thing is the most significant, right? Make sure that you find people who are in the same area of purpose, or in the same sector with you, and be around them. If you don't have anybody in real life that you can be around that is doing the same thing you're doing, then fine. Go online, find people who are doing the same thing you're doing, stock up to them, follow them back to back. Learn from them, comment on their videos, just look for a way to find access to them. If there are people that write books, buy their books. If there are people that buy coaching sessions, mentorship sessions, buy their mentorship courses and all of those things, and find a way to get through to them. Because when you hear them talk, you see, like I said earlier, you will hear the mistakes they have made, and before you know it, you will not make those mistakes. You will learn from their own mistake, and you will move faster. Another thing that is also going to happen is they might end up referring you. You might get opportunities by just being around them. So my darling, if you're in this survival mode, let me tell you something you need to know, right? You are not alone. There are thousands of young people who are still in this survival mode. But the most important thing is that you decide not to stay there, and decide to do what? Escape this survival mode and move up into stability. And how do you do this? Like I said, choose a direction, write your vision, make it clear. Number 2, find a skill or find something that people will pay for. Is it business? I don't know what it is that is your vision. I don't know what you have chosen. But whatever it is, find something about it that people will pay for, and work in alignment with that. Next thing I said is put yourself in environments that have people that are doing the same thing as you are doing. If it's not real life, then follow them online, follow them through their books, follow them through their mentorship courses. Make sure you put your mind in the right place. And trust me, you are one step away from moving into stability and moving straight up into significance. This page is all about guiding you from confusion to clarity, and moving you from the pit, from poverty, from survival mode, from wherever it is you are, brokenness, trauma, to your spot, all the way to the top, at the significance table, at the table of influence. That is where we are headed. Your seat at the top, I don't want to take it. I want you to step all the way to the top and take your own spot, because I cannot be a public speaker, a growth mentor, a coach, and also be a tech guru or a billionaire in business or entrepreneur, or I can't take up your space. I would love for you to take up your own space. Thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to this channel and I will see you in my next video. I love you. Mwah.